Let's get started. This is turn 1, impulse 1. The initiative order is Charlie team, red team, blue team, and then Baker team. The Charlie team's orders are as follows: Corporal Thomas, Private Connor, and Private Maloney have all been issued the run and gun order with a -2 weapon skill modifier. With the run and gun order, on impulses 1 and 3, the character must move 1 hex in any direction. It may spot and duck back also. But on impulses 2 and 4, if they have a known enemy target in sight, they must fire. If they do not, then they must move 1 hex in any direction. They also may spot and duck back. With that being said, Corporal Thomas will advance into the long grass. Now the long grass is a not blocking terrain unless the spotter or the target has sneak, hide, reload, or rally orders. Let's say, for example, we have a red enemy here with a sneak order, and Corporal Thomas is behind this hex with the long grass. The enemy would not be able to spot Corporal Thomas. But if he had an evade order, then he would be able to. Private Connor will move into the trees. And Private Maloney will move behind this tree into the open space. They're all in cover. The hedgerow is blocking line of sight to any of the enemies, so no spotting checks will be made, and that would be the end of their turn. It's now the red team's turn to go. And how you determine the order in which they move, it's from the top of the map to the bottom. If you have 2 that are in the same row of hexes, it's the closest one to the enemy. So with this red character here with an invade order of 6-5, 6 is this way, 5 is straight down. He moves into the open road. With that move, this puts the enemy in line of sight with Private Donahue. The logs do not block line of sight, remember. If we have a hide, sneak, reload, or rally order, the enemy has an evade order, Private Donahue has a run and gun order. They have line of sight of one another. Now, we need to make a spotting check. First, we flip over the enemy here to see, in fact, if it's a soldier or if it's a dummy. If it's a dummy, it will be removed from the board. And let's see what it is. It's in fact a soldier. So we flip it back over to the unknown side after we check to see. And we look, and he has a troop quality of 4. Well, 14 hexes away is a -1 modifier to the troop quality. So now he's at 3. We look at the target. He has a run and gun order in the open, and that's a +2 modifier. So 3 plus the 2 is a 5. If we roll 5 or less, Private Donahue will become spotted. And we roll a 2. So Private Donahue, we flip him over to the spotted side. The spotted side is in white lettering. This is Baker team in white. This guy has a black. He's still not spotted. That would be the end of this character's turn. Next up is this character here with an evade 5. On all 4 impulses, this character moves directly south, straight down. Next up, we have an evade 6-5. He will move on the first and third impulses in this direction, 6, joining this other character here. With this character has a sneak now. Sneak 5. Now with this sneak order, if you notice on the second impulse, there's a blue one instead of a black one. The blue one means that he may move. He doesn't have to on the second impulse. He can stay where he is. The black one, they must move. So on impulse 1, he has a 0, he does not move. We continue on to the following, which is this enemy here, which also has a sneak order of 5. On impulse 1 is a 0, he does not move. Here we go with this guy in the rocks. He has an evade 5-6. So, on the first impulse, he's going to move and join this guy here in the wooded area here, the trees. Now that would be the end of the red team's turn. On to the blue team. Again, we start from the top. With this character, he has an evade 1-6. He, on his first impulse, is going to move back in this direction. 1 is this direction here. This guy here has an evade order of 5-6. He's going to move straight down into the hedgerow here. Now, none of these that I've moved have any line of sight to any of my friendlies. That's why I'm rather going through it rather quickly. You know, we're all behind cover still here. This guy is being blocked with this hedgerow to my guys here. There's no line of sight. No line of sight here. No line of sight all through here. So that's why I haven't stopped. I'm just going to go through it quickly until we have something we can do. Next we have a sneak order. On the first impulse, it's a 0, so he's not going to move. Same thing with this guy. Sneak 5, 0 on the first impulse. On to evade 6-5. First impulse, he moves to the 6th spot. The guy underneath this guy here, with this guy here, evade 5, he's going to move straight down. Still, we cannot make any spotting checks still. Things will get interesting within the next couple impulses. That is the end of the blue team's turn, and on to the Baker team. Now the Baker team's orders are as follows. We have Private Donahue and Private Johnson, both with run and gun orders. Now Private Woodruff, he has a sprint order. Now the sprint order works a little differently, but I'm going to try and get into this house as fast as I can. And these two guys will provide the cover with their run and gun once they get to this location in here, in this tree line here, and behind this, the hedge here maybe. So, with the first order being given, I'll move Private Donahue. Or actually, no, now we can make a spotting check actually. So yeah, we'll do that first. We'll make the spotting check on this guy here. And how we do that is we have a troop quality of 5. We're 14 hexes away. Okay, and then the kitty cat's up here. Okay. Alright, so we got a 5 minus the 14 modifier is a -1. That's a 4. You have an evade order in the open. With the evade order in the open, you have a +1 modifier. So we're back up to 5. We need to roll a 5 or less to spot that enemy. And we get a 4. This enemy is now spotted in the open terrain. You got Soldier Ruth. Soldat Ruth. Other way. Okay, so he's there. We're good. Now he's going to, like I said, we can also move. So we'll move straight up here. This guy, Private Johnson's going to move straight up. And with the sprint order, on the first impulse, we can only move 1 hex. On impulses 2, 3, and 4, we can move 2 hexes. But we must move, though, each turn. So we're going to go right straight forward for now. That is the end of Baker team. That is the end of impulse 1. And now this is impulse 2. The Charlie team starts off with the run and gun order. And we're going to just move straight up. Try to get right into this hedgerow. So if these guys come across this hedge, we can have maybe some sort of firing on them. That's the end of the Charlie team. On to the red team. We start off with the evade 6-5. Now, on the second impulse, he has a 5, so he's going to come straight down this road. We can't make a spotting check on Private Johnson because he's behind these trees. That's his move. Next, we have an evade 5. We're going to go straight down. Sneak 5. On the second impulse, we're going to move now. Evade 6-5. So on the second impulse, we're going to move straight down. Still no spotting. We still can't make any spots. This guy's got it a sneak 1. Sneak 5, I mean, with the second order. Okay, he moves down. We have an evade 5-6. So on the second impulse, we are going to go in the 6th direction. That's the end of the red team. The blue team goes 1-6. We got to go here. This guy's got a sneak order on the second impulse of a 6. He goes there. We got a 5-6. We join him. Underneath here, we got a sneak 6. Evade 6-5. Evade 5. That's the blue team. The Baker team. Second impulse, he's going to move twice. 1, 2. Move these guys 1 up. No line of sight. Can't make any spotting checks. That's the end of the Baker team. That's the end of the impulse. On to the Charlie team, impulse 3. Run and gun. We move up 1. Move up 1. Move up. End of the green Charlie team. On to the red team. This guy's going to move on the third impulse. He's going to go here. 6-5. Next up, we have an evade 5. He's going to come straight down. Sneak order, he don't move. Evade 6-5. He's going to move here. No move, a sneak order. 5-6. He's going to move straight down. That's the red team. The blue team. Evade 1-6, so he's going to go back on the third impulse. Next up, we have a sneak on the third impulse. He does not move. Does not move. Evade 5-6. He comes straight down. 6-5. Third impulse. He's going to go here. Evade 5. He's going to come straight down. That's the blue team. On to the Baker team. Baker team's going to go I'm going to move this guy 1, 2, and I believe we might be able to make a spotting check. Alright, let's see. We have line of sight. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away. The range modifier at 5 away is a no modifier. That's a 0. He has an evade in the hedge, which is a -2 modifier. He has a troop quality of 3. We need a 1 or a 0 to spot. And we get an 8. Next up, Johnson's going to move up 1. And so is Donahue. We have no line of sight because of this building here. We're going to hit the corner of the building. That's the Baker team. Impulse 4. The Charlie team starts. We're going to move up 1, move up, and move up. The red team goes. We're starting with Soldat Ruth. He moves straight down. We have a sneak order of 5. He moves straight down. Cannot make any spotting checks. We have an evade 6, 5. He moves straight down. This guy underneath here, he has an evade 5. He moves straight down. We have a sneak order of 5. He joins him. An evade 5, 6. He moves to the rocks. That's the red team. The blue team. We have the 1, 6. Oop, we go here. Alright, so this guy is a sneak order of 6 on the 4th impulse. He goes here. Now he's going to make a spotting check on both Corporal Thomas and Private Connor. He has a sight to both of them. In the field with a run and gun order, there's a 0 modifier. 5 spaces away, it's also another 0 modifier. Again, we must flip over to see if this is an actual enemy or a dummy character. And it's a dummy. So we remove him from the board. That's great. We don't have to worry about that guy. Alright. On to this guy. Sneak with a, what was it, a 6. He goes there. Evade 5, 6 on the last impulse. He goes there. Evade 6, 5. He goes straight down. Evade 5. He goes here. That's the blue team. The Baker team. Baker team is going to go 1, 2. He's going to move up 1 onto Private Donahue. Now remember, on the 4th impulse, if he has visibility to a known visible target, we must fire. He does not, so we must move. We move up 1 space. He cannot make any spotting checks because this guy's already been spotted, and this guy is behind the rocks. And we're hitting that hedgerow right there, so we can't even make a spot with him. That's the Baker team. That's the end of their turn. That's the end of the 4th impulse, which means we go to turn 2. That will conclude this video, and I'll do another video of turn 2. Thank you for watching. Hopefully helped some people out to see the game, how it's played. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them below. And see you next time, and thank you for watching.